Hi there, I'm Reb,
And I'm Sam.
and welcome to What Yacht to Do,
We are going around America's Great Loop,
aboard the Here's To Us.
and it's a 504 cockpit motor yacht. So today we're going to take you from our anchorage at Church Creek, Church Creek 1-1. There's Church Creek 1 and Church Creek 2. And we're going to take you to Charleston, South Carolina, where we are going to spend the holiday weekend there. The main consideration here is to arrive at a slack tide, and in order to do that, we're pretty much forced to go through Elliot's cut with the current, which is not good. So we'll see how it works.
We got up and I was gonna make some breakfast, and there you see I'm making some eggs and bacon and really excited about the day.
Yeah, the evening we had the storm, but it really skirted us, so it wasn't that big of a deal. We got enough to kind of wash off the boat a little bit. But the morning was beautiful, and we are getting ready to plan our trip into Charleston.
Look how calm the water is.
And so at this point, I'm kind of going through my head as to what time we should leave to hit slack tide at the Harborage at Ashley River Marina there in Charleston, just north of the mega dock. Beautiful morning. And the other consideration is, well, we want to get there at slack tide, so that was high slack tide, and we cross-checked that with the Marina, but it meant going through Elliot's cut with the current. And we're going to see just exactly what that current does to us later down the road here. But departed the Anchorage, and it was really a beautiful morning to get out there. Really calm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
serene.
And we're going to join the Intracoastal Waterway system again and keep heading on the Great Loop route. Green is always on the right side and red is always on the left side or port side as you're going around the Intracoastal Waterway.
I don't know how many times you've told me that. Probably, what, 50, 60?
Yeah.
Since we got on the ICW. Are we okay? It looks like there's a crab pot on the right side. There's a guy in the back. There's a guy in the back. That was cool.
Welcome to What Yacht to Do from the bridge of the Here's To Us. We left our anchorage this morning, just a shade past 8 o'clock, taking a nice leisurely cruise into Charleston. We've got to go through Elliot Cut, and we'll show you a picture of that. I don't think it's going to be that dramatic. Anytime they say cut, you know, that looks like, oh, it's going to be this narrow thing that we have to go through, so kind of gets my blood pressure up a little bit, but as I see more and more of them, it's not a big deal, just a little planning. But the main objective is to get to our Marina, which is the Harborage on Ashley River. It's just north of the mega dock. We'll have to go under a bridge to get there, and they've arranged for us to come in and tie up on the inside of the face dock, which is good because I've heard the slips are a little challenging and tight to get in there. So the other planning consideration for there is to come in at a slack tide. So I calculated slack tide at 11:21 for that particular location using a couple different apps. But I called the dockhand this morning and talked to them because they know what's going on there. And he said, yeah, slack tide's at 11:30. So we are aiming to get there at 11:30, minimize any current. It looks like the max current there might be 2 knots or so. So, you know, we'll probably have a slack current. We will have a slack current if we get in at that time. And it shouldn't be a big issue. So we will see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for coming along on our journey on the Great Loop.
Okay.
Other than the current can get pretty strong, so
Going in?
yeah. Well, the current's going out now, so
Oh.
we should have it with us, but I don't know how this is going to work here. We'll just see. I don't see any arrows on here, so you know, it might not be. It looks pretty calm, doesn't it?
It does.
Can you see what that says? Read that to me.
Hurricane regulations. Bridge regulations.
I'm getting on course here.
Okay. Ooh, get there faster.
All stations, all stations, all stations. United States Coast Guard, Sector Charleston, South Carolina.
There's the current.
United States Coast Guard, Sector Charleston, South Carolina. United States Coast Guard,
I'm
Sector
driving.
Charleston,
Okay.
South Carolina. Break. July 1st, 2020 at 10 up to the normal commercial time. South Carolina, Charleston Harbor. Coast Guard to report of a possible person in the water in the vicinity of
Wow, that is good current, huh?
Taking us in?
Yeah.
Okay.
For short lookout, if possible, report all sightings to the United States Coast Guard, signed the United States Coast Guard, Sector Charleston, South Carolina, out.
New eddies here.
Yeah, see the swirling.
Yeehaw! That's a good 4 knots here.
Wow.
Yeah, we're doing 10 and a half. I have it back
Ah.
freaking idle. The only other option would have been to wait till 6 hours from now,
You're kidding.
coming in, you know, on the other way, whether you're going against the current, keep it slow, but we're managing it.
Six hours from now.
Well, yeah, then it'd be high tide, and then it'd be coming in, and so we'd be on a slack tide. You know,
I don't know what slack tide means.
but I'll explain it.
That's crazy.
We are through the narrowest part of the cut, and so you can see what happened to us is the current started pushing us. I disengaged the autopilot and took over manually as we went through there, and it was a challenge. take it easy.
All right.
Now, see that bridge up there with the drawbridge on it?
Yeah.
That's the one where
We can't
go
get
down.
under there.
Yeah. And there's a marina up there, but they won't take boats higher than 14. It's starting to get crazy already.
It is.
We took a lift from the marina to downtown Charleston. It was a short ride, but it was a hot day. We probably could have walked it, but
I had never been to Charleston
Yeah.
before, so I was really excited about just taking a look around.
so we had a drink and a snack, and then started walking around Charleston again. So, kind of a walking tour, and our main objective was maybe to take the water taxi over to Patriots Point. But the weather was a little challenging, and also we kind of got a little lost, didn't we?
Well, I guess we did.
Yeah, the water taxi was actually right out this pier, but we didn't realize it. So we kept walking and walking and walking.
You don't want to wade in that fountain
No.
because there's no lifeguard on duty. That's the funniest sign I think I've ever seen. But when we walked through this garden, this is what I pictured when I would think of Charleston. Everything is so lush and green and beautiful, and it did not disappoint.
Yeah, as I was walking through here, I was thinking, wow, what would this look like on a moonlit night near Halloween?
Brother, are you kidding me?
I just thought, yeah.
Anyway, there was something unusual, though, that would happen. They would make flowers out of, what was that, palm leaves?
Like
and
a rose. It was like, looked
a
like
rose, right.
Yeah.
And different groups and people would want a donation in exchange for that rose. And I had never heard of anything like that.
There's the water taxi. But as you can see, the weather is moving in, and as we were waiting for the water taxi, we saw the rain coming, so we hightailed it out of there. It's good we didn't buy the ticket ahead of time.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he takes you over to the USS Yorktown and Patriots Point.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, the Wallenius Wilhelmshaven.
is that how you say
big-
that?
Yeah, big cargo ship, and who knows where it's going, but it is a very busy port there in Charleston.
Yeah. So continuing on our little walking tour of Charleston here, we came back to that fountain.
So in addition to the Carolina Ale House, we made a detour into the Blind Tiger. We also went by the city market again.
Right.
And
Blocks and blocks.
yeah, they were kind of looking for a place
goods
to
for
eat,
sale.
and we remembered this place on the way down, Hyman Seafood Company. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, because they gave you a hush puppy.
Oh, yes, yeah. On the way down, they had hush puppy samples out there.
Yeah. And we were in Charleston for 4th of July, and on the water, we did see some fireworks around.
They were in the distance because
Right.
the city had canceled the fireworks due to the COVID. They guess they didn't want a whole bunch of crowds out there, but we did get to see some fireworks for
Yeah.
the 4th of July.
A few. And we did see a beautiful rainbow. In exchange for all that rain, we were blessed with that.
Yeah,
And
very crisp rainbow.
Yeah.
From one end to the other end.
Charleston was a really nice city.
Hey, thanks for coming along on this episode of What Yacht to Do from our Anchorage at Church Creek to Charleston, South Carolina.
If you have any questions or comments, you're welcome to leave them below or email us at crew@whatyachttodo.
And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. See ya.